What is up, my fellow gamers? Welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Day 13, guys. A lot of things to do. We have a brand new dungeon, which is, of course, the Ancient Battlefield. Now, we're going to do a quick guide on that dungeon in this video. We're going to discuss a bit about the Goblin, what team to use. I'm going to show you probably what I've showed you in the previous video, but I'm going to show you how it works. And we're going to talk about leveling up to level 100. Where should we use our stamina? So I'm going to compress quite a few different things in today's video. If you guys want to put your hand on free rewards, if you want to help and support the channel, head over to the announcement tab or to the link in the description or the pinned comment, because this one, it seems to don't really work properly for whatever reason. And use code Skratch as you see it on the screen. You're going to be able to claim some free rewards and help and support the channel too. Now, the most important thing is the following. You head over to the store, you head over to Heroic Pact, and you head over right here and you collect Adolphus on day 13. An insane support character. Make sure you guys are saving scrolls for him, because he is going to change your life, okay? He is insane. Now, leaving all that on the side, we finally have, of course, the banner for Flora. A lot of you guys might summon for her, might not. Personally, I'm quickly going to give you my take on the free-to-play account. I decided I'm going to go for Vitar or Lelwonis. Probably for Vitar on my free-to-play account, if I manage to save enough dice till the next Vitar banner, which should be around a couple of weeks, and I think I should be able to get that done without a problem. Then, moving on to the next thing, I will be posting actually a video with my summons for Flora from my main account, because we had to wait out and try our luck for it. And yeah, I'm not gonna give it in yet. Now, should we go all the way up to level 100, guys? Is it worth it? Should we farm XP to go straight to level 100? No, you should farm XP to go all the way up to level 98, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because stamina is pretty damn scarce in this game, but I will be doing a review of Dragonheir Silent Gods at some point this week. I just wanted to basically get to finish the storyline before I do a honest review of the game, the good, the bad, everything, right? And stamina is pretty scarce. We want to make sure we are making the most out of it. Now, you do have storyline to complete, okay? And at the moment, I have quite a bit of storyline to complete on this free-to-play account. Actually, not that much, because I've just remembered that I've kind of like caught up with it. But I do have pretty much everything done on my main account, okay? So I'll show you exactly as an idea how much you can progress from here. So from here, basically, you have this storyline that will open around here when you reach level 85, I think. So I don't think it's open yet. Then you're gonna basically unlock another storyline in this area of the map, and then slowly you're gonna come around this area. But you're not gonna be able to do this one, okay? So this is something that will unlock only in a couple of days from now. Day 16, so 3 days from now. That's when you're going to unlock the rest. But the main point is, when you do this one, you see you get 120,000 hero XP. When you do the one right here, you're gonna get again 120k hero XP. And then when you're gonna do this one, you're gonna get again some hero XP. Now, it might not be exactly 120k, but you are getting some. So you want to make sure you're not wasting 60, 70, 100 plus stamina to get to level 100. In fact, if you guys are in my Discord, I actually posted everything in the general chat to be able to kind of like get a grasp of how much stamina I need to use. So I'm quickly going to show you how much it took me on my main account to get to level 100. So there we go. That's 100 more, actually. I've posted it somewhere here. So these were the very first runs that I've done. Before that, of course, I've done 1, 2, 3 to climb stage 10, 11, and 12. So that's 30 stamina. I've done this, 160 stamina, so that's 190 stamina. Then I've done somewhere else 100 more, right? So that's 290 stamina. And then I needed to do even more somewhere. I actually got to this point where I was like, damn it, you know. So 290, maybe I had it actually higher somewhere. What I've done. Yeah, I had more. So 290, 240, okay? So that's 530 stamina with all of the storyline completed up to date and farming XP to get to level 100. That is a lot of stamina. Now, the problem is that, as I've mentioned, you can probably save around 100 stamina from it by leveling up to level 98 or something like that. So that's what I would recommend you to do if you want to preserve more stamina. You get really no crazy benefit from reaching level 100, except the fact that you're going to basically unlock this chapter right here. This chapter will require you to reach level 100, okay? So if you really want to get the 10 pulls, if you're close to it, go for level 100. If not, don't stress with it too much, because you will still have 3-4 days to reach that, and you can save some stamina to farm talents or to farm the new dungeon, the Ancient Battlefield. But before that, this is my Goblin team on the free-to-play. Everything that you've seen so far, this is on my free-to-play account, okay? I've done 3 runs so far. I haven't found any Goblin. Basically, I am still using the exact same team I showed you in the past, okay? So I'm quickly gonna load the team. You're going to see basically the build right here. I do not have negative runes on them. I haven't equipped any, even though I got some available because I climbed on the on that dungeon. But I'm going to show you how I've done it in there without the negative runes. So this team, all 3 characters. You can bring Sigrid in instead of Rowena if you want, if you don't want to buy her or build her. But I decided to go with this team because they all get the elemental affinity bonuses from the 3-man elemental affinity thingy, right? They get all of this HP and attack, which helps quite a bit. So basically, I do put food if I have any. Right now, I have none, okay? So that's pointless to put anything in here. I'm just gonna let them fire up and get the job done. To be honest, the Goblin is much easier than it used to be in the past. I feel like I should not do a guide on it because I'm showing you this team right here. You've seen the builds. You haven't seen the exact stats, but hey, go figure. I've given them the best damage gear I had on my account. Crit rate gloves, crit damage gloves, attack chest pieces. That's about it, right? That's what I went for. So best damage build that I have on the account. But the whole idea is that I really do not think that this dungeon deserves another guide because it's so much easier to farm it. The good thing is you get to level 100. You never have to touch it again till next season, okay? Absolutely amazing. So you have basically, this is day 13, right? On day 13, I'm done with the Goblin. In the previous version, it used to be freaking, I don't know, day 60, 70, and I still used to farm Goblin. So the change is insane. So it doesn't matter that we have seasonal reset and all that stuff. If we farm Goblin for 13, 14 days only at the beginning, and we're done with it for the entire duration of the season for the next 7-8 weeks, I mean, who gives a damn, okay? So that's how this team runs. Very easy. I had no food, no negative runes. Super easy to build. I'm only level 83 because I had some XP from farming the Goblin up to this. I mean, climbing 1, 2, 3 runs. This is the 4th run that I have been doing in the Goblin. But let's quickly talk about something more important. Probably you guys are wondering, Skratch, are you going to do a guide on the Ancient Battlefield? Skratch, are you going to do an updated guide on all of your teams for all of these dungeons? I will be doing that tomorrow, guys. So basically, my main goal is to level up. So I'm going to climb to level 98 on my free-to-play account. I'm going to use some stamina because I have quite a bit saved up. Or I thought that I had quite a bit saved up. I do not have that much saved up by the looks of it. But I'm definitely going to purchase these refills. So I have a bit of stamina. I'm going to climb to the highest possible level that I can, up to 98 maximum, right, with the stamina that I have. Most likely, I will get around there. I won't be farming dungeons today, but I will try to push them tomorrow. So basically, I will try to get to the next stages. It's going to be much, much easier now that we're going to be at level 98, 100, or whatever. It's going to be the same for the Fame Mender, so we can continue to push that. But on the Ancient Battlefield, what you want to avoid in here, and I'm going to share with you guys a couple of very, very important tips. This boss hits really hard. Now, there is a strategy right here. So this boss has the following skills, okay? Deals necrotic damage to the farthest enemy and inflicts stun for 5 seconds. If this debuff fails to be inflicted or is dispelled within its duration, the shield warrior will then take necrotic damage and enter backfire. Backfire reduces the damage dealt and increases the damage taken. Okay, and he does that twice. Now, in order to counter that very first mechanic, all you gotta do is take the free hero, Vinyara, that you got, and put her at the very back. Why? Because she has this. Or she used to have being immune to stun. Maybe she's not immune to stun anymore. Hell, she used to be immune to stun. Maybe I remember it wrong. Maybe they removed that part from her kit. Damn. Okay, there you go. When inflicted with control, the hero is immune to it and has a 100% chance of inflicting frozen. There we go. I thought that was written differently. So she cannot get stunned, crowd controlled by any enemy. Does not matter who that is. That's what makes her OP for PvP or for other content. She's a crazy counter to El Sibri, for example, if you have enough accuracy on Vinyara, because you drop her ultimate energy before she gets to move. And she's not crowd controlled. So you put her at the furthest position. Then, we're going to use Estella. Estella is extremely, extremely important. You want to have this skill. She gives crazy good healing. Now, probably you guys are wondering, Skratch, why are you not running Thorin instead of her? Because, hey, Thorin is a legendary. He's better, isn't he? He is indeed. The problem is the following. It's all about the boss's mechanics. So, Grantis can switch between shield form and sword form to gain skill effects, etc. But the problem is here. He switches to this, and he dispels all buffs from the enemies. All the buffs. Each dispelled buff grants him a stack of total damage. So the more buffs he dispels from your team, the more damage he's going to deal the boss. And he's going to absolutely dump on you if you bring in a lot of buffs. So that's why Thorin is a no in this dungeon. Characters that bring in a lot of buffs are no in this dungeon. And that's mainly because you want to get healing, you want to get some form of a support without those actual buffs. Now, the good thing about it is that I have Gyarius on my free-to-play account, and you have him too. Now, the very good thing for me is that I got 3 dupes on my free-to-play account. Maybe you did not. And I have the Gatekeeper staff on him, which means that he will generate a shield, okay? So because of it, the shield, I'm going to survive. The shield does not count as a buff on the boss. Now, I am on a higher stage. A lot of you guys might be wondering, Skratch, F you, bro, but I do not have the Gatekeeper staff. So what can we do if we do not have that, okay? So, the most important debuffs versus this boss: decrease attack, block buffs, strip buffs. One or the other, okay? Doesn't really matter what you're running. But because Vinyara is so important, you're going to run Vinyara. Now, if you're struggling even more with the survivability and you're not able to drop down the buffs on the boss, including a Vorash in here can be good. But it's very hard to bring in a damage dealer for him. So instead of the Gatekeeper staff, I really do not promise you that this will work on these higher stages. At least not with the level that I currently have on. I'm actually going to go with something like this. I'll go with the Scarab Amulet, okay? At least he will give me some freaking healing. Now, one thing that I do need to adjust a bit is because I do not have enough accuracy on her and she's now removing the buffs. I need to give her an accuracy chest, okay? So let me just quickly get that. And hopefully that sorts out the problem. Does it? Doesn't seem like it. Do I have one with accuracy? No, I don't. Any there? Any there? And any here? No. Maybe I have an accuracy one? I do. So I got an epic accuracy negative rune from climbing the stages. I will give her that because I really need more accuracy. So, keep in mind you can level up your artifacts to level 20 once you pass level 90 on your account. My talents are pretty weak sauce on all of my units right now, so I need to farm talents. I need to do a lot of work. But we're going to do our best to see if we can beat this boss with what we have available without a Gatekeeper's staff. Now, one thing that I would love to get organized as well is quickly get a bit of food if I can, without actually going on the extra mile. So hopefully I can just quickly drop a royal fish soup. I cannot. Maybe I can drop one of these. Attack. Max HP. I cannot drop this either. I need something with defense, man. Even if I don't get accuracy. Damn, nothing with defense. This freaking fish. Only the fish gives you defense. Max HP. Yeah, seems like only fish gives us defense. So maybe, just maybe, I'll be running something else then. I'll be running one of this cookie. I'm gonna cook a cookie. I'm gonna cook a cookie and I'm gonna run the cookie with HP. So let's cook more cookies. I would have preferred the defense, but hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna go to stage 8. Basically, those are the mechanics that you gotta follow, okay? You have the decreased attack. You don't want to have buffers. You do not want to have buffers. So we're gonna load that. Hopefully it's gonna work. We'll find out in a second. Without the Gatekeeper staff. Now, the shield does not count as a buff. There will be some characters gaining a buff at the very beginning of the fight. There's some buffs that do not count for the boss, so you don't have to worry. The main buffs that do count is basically what Stella brings with a battle skill. And if you get the buffs from Vinera, for example, right? So those will increase this stack on the boss, as you guys can see right here next to the debuffs bar. That will mess up pretty much everything in a way or another. So as long as Vinera goes ham, I did chose to scroll my Vinera on the free-to-play account yesterday in preparation for this as well. And my only 2 legendaries that I have scrolled on my free-to-play account is Thorin and Vinera. Now, as you guys probably paid attention, the boss already deals a pretty good chunk of damage. But as you can probably notice as well, we have no issue in surviving without the Gatekeeper staff up to this stage with the level that we have, with trash talents, not very good gear, no negative runes equipped on our characters. And this is level 8. You have 4 more levels on this dungeon, and you reach the maximum stage. There are 12 stages in total. So you have 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And if I can do it at this level versus this stage, it's pretty damn simple if you follow the strategy. Because once you get to maximum level, you get some negative runes, you have slightly better artifacts, you're gonna get higher stages done as well. So this is stage 8. No Gatekeeper staff. That's the team that I would recommend you to use. Now, of course, the 2 characters that are extremely flexible is going to be Rava and is going to be as well Rowena. Now, Frost does bring this debuff, Frozen, which reduces the attack speed and recharge speed. Of course, you're going to get it from Vinera too, but the more often you have that on the boss, the slower he's going to move. Maybe almost allowing Vinera to go on a 2-to-1 ratio versus the boss if you have the Rift Hourglass and you have a bit of skill haste. Now, in terms of builds, I do not have great builds. But what is very important is having basically a Puppeteer set, because this will give all allies of the same element, everyone that is from the ice element, they will gain ultimate energy, which will enable them to rotate their skills faster, which will enable Vinera to go on almost 2-to-1 ratio with the boss. So, like that, we almost guarantee that we're always going to strip that buff from the boss, the increased attack. On Vinera, I actually have the Brotherhood set, because this will give us damage. So my damage dealers will get to put in more work. I feel like the thing that I'm lacking the most on my account, of course, is damage dealers. So feel free to replace Rowena with somebody else. I would not bring in characters that summon and buff. You can bring summoners, not a problem, as long as they don't bring too many buffs. The more buffs the boss is going to steal from you, the more issues you're going to have. These are my stats on her. Pretty damn trash, really nothing special. My stats on him, really not great. You want to prioritize accuracy on the debuffers, on him, and of course on Vinera. But that was all for this video, guys. Hopefully you found it helpful. I will be doing a video from my account as well, the main account, on showcasing all of the teams that I'm running. Probably not tomorrow, the day after, because tomorrow I'm going to do the free-to-play account, or I'll swap them around. I'll see, either way or the other. But that was all. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.